Bilbao going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So
goes for a shot!
Very nicely done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Thierry Correa. Now it's Williams. Llorente. He's gone for goal! That's another chance! There's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Bilbao penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Great chance!
And that is wildly off target.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
That pass isn't the best. He's got away. Oh,
and he shoots! And there's his goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Bilbao really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press. Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Kubo! Oh! Fantastic! True class! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yuri, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Bershish. Tries to pass it through. Now there's a fine ball. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Spread neatly. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Williams. That's a little off target. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
action. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And we have our very first corner.
Terrific effort! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Correa running with the ball. Llorente looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Diaby. Played out towards the right wing.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Kubo.
No way he was going to let him past.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Openda. Williams.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Diaby. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Kubo. Chan did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's picked his way through. In with the challenge. Nico Williams.
The final seconds now.
And the whistle goes for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Chan. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Llorente. Williams. Now it's Diaby. That has ended up in no man's land. O'Reilly, who does have an assist to his name. Vlahovic is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Bilbao needing a change of fortune here. Spread out to the left. Now it's Becker. Oh, nice touch. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Thierry Correa. Diaby. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Becker. Nico Williams.
And the counter is on now then.
Yuri. Kubo does really well to win the ball there. Openda.
He's had a shot! And a neat finish.
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one.
And the shot!
El dorsal 13. El dorsal 25.
Kwang Hee-chan. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! Bilbao are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Gorosabal. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's shifting through the gears here. Vlahovic! That has been slung wide.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Tries to play it through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's found a way through. Shoots! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
And the shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Sana Fernandez. And it's been played through. Oh, he's all alone. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Danny Vivian. Zinchenko. Danso. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Zinchenko did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that has left him in a heap. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Gorosabal. Sana Fernandez. Well, that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Vlahovic couldn't squeeze it through. Good read, needed to be. Oh, good-looking ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Bilbao played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything.
Diaby! It's in! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And it's Kovacic. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Llorente. Nicely weighted ball. Lazaro receives it in a good position here. They want to be quick to recover this. Looking for the run.
Chance for a shot! And he's found the net! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Lovely feet. Spread it left. Oh, what a ball! Spread out to the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Correa making good progress on the right-hand side. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great vision. Now it's Lino. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is ended up in no man's land. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's a dangerous...
Takes a shot! And he has his goal! Into the lead once more!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Bilbao leading now. Diaby. Nico Williams. Nico Williams looking to receive it in space. Lazaro providing an outlet on that flank. Diaby stood his ground strongly. Oh, that was vital. Lino. 15 minutes till half-time. Kubo. Driving forward. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nico Williams.
Oh, shooting chance!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's in a great position here.
Great chance! Oh, it's hit the post!
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happy.
And the finish! And he scores! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Bilbao really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Kovacic. Now it's Lazaro. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Yuri. Picked out, great, decent chance! Oh, that's a fair try. And we've reached half-time. Bilbao are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared. At the interval, it's 2-2. And so the action is resumed. Now it's Openda.
Tries a shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, he's having a go!
Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. And here's Kubo. Lazaro. Oh, that's nice. Lazaro. There he goes, motoring forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nico Williams gets into a good position. Couldn't squeeze it through. So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Now it's Lazaro. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pass somewhat off target.
Great ball, and he's in. Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Shot at goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Openda really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner.
And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Lazaro at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And yes, it's him again.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8. El dorsal 18.
Bilbao can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
El dorsal 15.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And that is a little undercooked. And it's Gomez. Gomez venturing down the left. Danso did well to emerge with chance!
And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Well, what a waste that one is. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Kubo charging forward, the ball at his feet. Danny Vivian did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the pass is intercepted. Vlahovic under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
The chance to pull further clear. And they're running away with it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That's destined for the flank. Sergio Gomez. Gets a good foot in there. Quality ball. It's a sharp pass. Not where it came from. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
It's gone for a throw-in. Now there's a fine ball. Llorente. Can he spark a counter here? Gorochategi does really well to win the ball there. He won't be happy with that one. And the counter is on. And he plays one through. And he's had a shot! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Danny Vivian. That's really well manoeuvred. Now, can they get him away? Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Can he finish? And that's wide. Tries to pass it through. It's a nicely shaped ball. Figueiredo. And it's Zinchenko. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gorosabal. Llorente. And the referee brings it to a close. Bilbao can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.